Hey everyone, happy Saturday. We are on for Slow It Down Saturday today. So it's basically some yoga, and I was thinking we did a ton of hips during the week, so I thought we'd stretch those guys out. And I personally feel a whole bunch in my shoulders, so I thought we'd do a little bit of that as well. And the purpose is again just to slow things down, take all those things that we strengthened during the week and take the time to lengthen them, feel good in our bodies, all those wonderful things. You don't need any equipment. Just your mat, and if you're on a hard surface, maybe a towel, just in case we're on our knees at any point in time. Today was supposed to be like 80 something degrees, and thank goodness I wore long sleeves because I was like, it is so cold outside. It's beautiful, it's sunny, but it's definitely cold. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started shortly. I have just background music for today, so you don't need to follow the beat or anything like that, but just the whole class may be more focused on these outer hips and our shoulders and all that wonderful stuff. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Let me get the music going. All right. So pretty chill with this music, nice and light. Just cross your right leg in front of your left. Let your arms rest down by your sides and just close down your eyes, empty out your lungs. Full deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. Do it again, full deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. Good, your next inhale, arms go all the way up high toward the ceiling. And then let's fold forward here. Good, find that hinge. And then once you're down there, give me a right and left. Your palms can be facing down or facing up, whatever feels nice to you. Good. And gently make your way up. Good. Lean back, switch out your legs. Inhale, arms go all the way up. And let's hinge forward. Hips go back, extend your arms. And find the sides of your body nice and long here. Lengthen out through your low back. A little bit of right-left movement maybe. You should feel with your left leg crossed in front that you have a little bit of stretch going on in the outside of your left leg. Good. And then gently walk yourself up. We'll take this left foot outside of your right knee. Left hand close with your base. Lift your right arm all the way up high toward the ceiling. And then give me a twist. Push, go, twist. Lift up tall and twist a little bit deeper. Just a nice little spine twist. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Good. Gently untwist. Good. We'll face our right leg. Extend this left leg up. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Tee out your left arm. Twist to your left. Give me 2 breaths. Lift your chest up, twist. And one more time. Go lift and twist. Good. Come back through center. And this leg that's kind of very much in straight and ahead of you, we're gonna take it out farther out toward the right-hand side. So very deliberate, and then return. I'll show you squared up. Take it out to your right-hand side, and bring it back. Twice more. Take it out to the right-hand side. Good, bring it back. Last time, take it out to the right-hand side. And this is kind of weird, but we're just gonna let this leg drop on top of our right leg and maybe scoot it out even farther. Keeping your right hand outside of your left foot, we'll just do a gentle hinge here. Your left leg might not be straight just like mine. We'll find that gentle hinge. Hold right here for 4. Lengthen out through your spine for 3. For 2. For 1. Gently come back up, and we'll tuck this left heel outside of your right hip. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit so I have my stack of knee over knee, and then I like to bring my right hand just in front of my left foot to keep it in place. So I have heel, hip, hip, heel. Again, lift up nice and tall, find your hinge. Good, that's the way. Hold right here. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, gently come back up. All right, see if you might be able to take your right hand out of the equation. And as you lift your arms up into the air, bend your left arm, crawl your fingers down your back, and then your right arm, crawl your fingers up your back, and see if you can grab onto something, maybe a bit of clothing, maybe your fingers themselves. Once you get to that place, I do some nudging, nudging, nudging. And once I have that, inhale, lift your chest, find your hinge. Hold again. Start to open up through your shoulders. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come back up. And then we'll release this right arm. Take your right hand to your left elbow, lift, and then gently lean over to your right hand side. Good. Open your chest, lean. Good. Gently come back up. Release your arms, and we'll switch out our side. So lean back. Your right foot outside of your left knee. Keep your right kneecap facing up now. Right hand close to your base. Lift your left arm up. Get your left armpit outside of your right leg. Lift your chest up. I felt a good little crack there. Lift up nice and tall, twist. Do one more time. Inhale, go lift, twist. Good, gently untwist. All right, from here, you just take your left hand to the outside of your right foot, extend it out, and then take your right arm back behind, lift your chest up, twist. So open arm twist to your right hand side. One more breath. Lift, and go twist. Good. Gently untwist. So I'm kind of squared up toward you right now. Your right leg extending outside of your right hip, directly in front. We'll take this right leg out to your left and return. That's right. Take it out to your left and return. Twice more. Take it out to your left and return. Last time. Take it out to your left. And then from here, again, this is gonna look a little bit weird. We're gonna place this right leg over your left, just in this diagonal fashion, and then hold onto your foot just the same. Find yourself in a gentle lean. So hopefully get a little bit of stretch on the outside of your right leg, and also maybe out through your glute. Hold for 4, 3, open your chest for 2, for 1. Gently come back up. Good, we'll take this right leg then, your heel just on the outside of your left hip. And then for me, I just like to scoot forward so I can really get a good stack of my knees and move my calves out of the way. So once I find that good position, my Gomukha position, heel, hip, hip, heel, lift your chest up nice and tall, find your hinge. I like keeping my left hand in front of my right foot so it doesn't slip out of the way. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently come back up. Inhale, arms go all the way up high. Bend this right arm. You crawl your fingers down your back. Your left arm, elbow faces down. Crawl your fingers up your back and see if you can reach for something. All right, I'm gonna go for my fingers here. Yes, success. If you can grab onto some clothing, that is awesome as well. Inhale, lift, fold. Good, find that place. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself up, and then we'll loose this left arm. Keep your right elbow where it is. Take your left hand to your right elbow, lift up, and then gently lean over to your left hand side. Find that little bit of a stretch down the right side of your body. Hold for 4, hold for 3, that's it, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself up, release your arms, and then we'll release these legs. Good. From here, take both legs in front. Good. Lift your chest up nice and tall, and find a gentle hinge. This is just straight up, no tricks, no gimmicks, hamstrings. Find that length, open your chest, hinge. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself up. Good. Keep your left leg straight. We'll bend this right one just into a figure 4. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Find your hinge again. You can choose your arms back behind. I'm going to bring my arms forward this time. I feel a little bit more warmed up. Continue to find the length in your spine. Continue to square up over your left leg. Hold right here. Open your chest. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Gently come back up and we'll simply switch those sides. Good. Right leg straight. Bend your left leg, fig 4. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Hinge. Allow this left knee to left hip to open as much as your body allows you to right now, just depending on how you feel. Flex even your pinky toe side back. Good. Hold right there. Breathe. Open your chest. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently lift yourself up. Very good. All right, cross at your ankles, downward facing dog. All right, sounds good, Steven. All right, find your downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Pedal out through your heels as you need. Ooh, my calves feel it. Good. All right. Take an inhale, send your left leg up high toward the ceiling. Exhale, knee to your right tricep, shift forward, touch. Do it again, inhale, left leg up high toward the ceiling. Exhale, knee to your right tricep, go touch. Send your leg out to the right, and then slowly, you're squared up over your arms, slowly. I'm gonna find my place here. Slowly bend your arms, go for 4, for 3, come down for 2, for 1. Now reposition yourself so that you are in fact in a 90-degree angle. So send your right leg back behind, your left leg out to your right hand side. And once you're squared up, find yourself elbows, forearms on the floor. Good. From this place, push into your left palm. And then take your right arm, let's thread it out to our left. So this is kind of an aggressive twist. I want you to find length before you actually twist, right? So find a little bit of lift, push, and then thread over. Good. Nice shoulder stretch. Hold right here for 4. Hold right here for 3. Hold right here for 2. Hold right here for 1. Good. Push into your left palm. Nice. From this place, you still have that 90-degree angle. Return to your forearms. Take your right hand to the floor, your left forearm onto the floor, and then lift your left leg off of the floor. Good, so it's your inner thigh here. Lift it up, pulse it. Go 8, go 7, yes. Go 6, go 5, go 4, that's right. 3, go 2, go 1, and then return to that twist again. My right toes, by the way, are tucked back behind me. Push into your left palm, thread your right arm through. Good. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Push into your left palm. Return your right hand to the floor. 3-legged dog. Send your left leg all the way up high toward the ceiling. Then lower your left foot down. Switch your sides. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Knee to your left tricep, shift forward, touch. Inhale, right leg up high toward the ceiling. Again, knee to your left tricep, touch. And then from here, we're sending this right leg out to our left. Find your 90-degree angle. I have so much clothing everywhere, so hopefully it makes sense still. So check that your right leg is basically perpendicular to your body. Your left leg is an extension back behind. And then we're moving into that twist. So find your forearms first, find some length, push into your right palm, push, and then thread this left arm over to your right. Good. Hold right here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Push into your right palm. You're back into your forearms just for a brief moment. Reset. And then take your left hand to the floor. Look over at your right leg. Flex your foot. Pick up your right leg. You have 8 little pulses here. Go 8. Go 7. Feel your inner thigh working for you. 6. Yes. 5. That's the way. 4. Go 3. 2. And 1. One more time that twist. So again, my left toes are tucked. I'm gonna square up once again. Push into your right palm, take your left arm, thread over to your right hand side. Hold that place. Hold for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2, hold for 1, push against the floor. Good. Find your place. Firm up your arms. Send it back into the three-legged dog. Go. Lift your right leg up. And lower your right foot down, downward facing dog. Excellent. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then open up your feet, let's say hip width apart. Do it again. Inhale, halfway lift. Yes. Exhale, fold. And then from this place, let's face this right leg. Good. As much as you can straighten out your legs, straighten out your spine. You want to find that. Hold right here. So you're facing your right leg. Take one halfway lift, push against your right calf, and exhale, fold. Hold right here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen, bend into your left leg, right? This is a very short stance. You're not going very far, and then straight. Do it again. Bend into your left leg, and straighten twice more. Go bend. I know, super awkward. And straighten last time. And bend. Hold this one real quick. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Brace your right fingers against the floor. See if you can lift your right leg up off of the floor just a little bit. Hold right here. Good. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Shift your body weight into your left foot. See if you can stand up. Grab the outside of your right foot. Pick your right leg up off of the floor. Hold. You're still facing your right leg here. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Careful. Bend your left leg. Lower it back down. Gentle, gentle. Pull your navel in tight. Once you set it onto the floor, find your place again with your straight legs and come back through center. All right, so face your left leg. Yup. So your feet not too wide, your feet parallel with each other. Face your left leg. Inhale, push against your left calf to really get some length here. Exhale, fold. All right, bend your right leg, go bend. Keep the length in your spine and go straighten. Do it again. Bend your right leg and go straighten. 2 more times. Bend your right leg and go straighten. Last time. Bend your right leg. This is where it gets weird. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. I want you to keep your belly pulled in nice and tight. You can use your left fingers to tent the floor. Pick up your left leg, sorry. And then start to put your weight into your right leg so you can pick up your left leg and bring your left hand to your left foot. My hair is all in my face. I'm gonna struggle with it here. Hold for 4, for 3, it's super awkward, for 2, for 1. Slowly bend your right leg. Carefully lower your left foot back down to the floor. Set it down gently. Return your hands to the outside of your left foot. Lengthen your spine and fold. Come back through center. Good. Shake loose your hips. Bend one leg, bend the other, just to loosen things up. Good. And then from here, keep your left leg deliberately bent. Push your right hip out to the right. All right, so really feel that stretch run down the outside of your right leg, hip, your glute. Good. Come back through center and switch it. Bend your right leg deliberately and a little bit lean into your left hand side. Feel that stretch down the outside of your left leg. Good. Gently bring yourself back through center. We're moving into a little tiny squat here. All right, we haven't done this in a long time. Not just our pistols, but this kind of side pistol business. So we'll try it again today. We haven't done it in a while, so we'll see how it goes. All right, weight into your left leg. Let's just send this right leg in front of us, right? So no tricks, no gimmicks, just bring this right foot in front. With your right leg extended, let's take this left hand to the outside of your right foot. I kind of really like doing yoga at the sort of the tail end of the day. Just feels like our bodies are a little bit looser, a little bit more willing. So my back heel, this left heel is still up off of the floor. All right, from here, let's lower this left heel down. You should feel a big stretch through your Achilles. And then pick up your right leg up off of the floor. So this is just your kind of standard pistol, no big deal. Good, lower your right heel down and come up onto your left toes again. This time, your left hand goes to the arch side of your right foot. Same thing, lower your left heel down. Feel how that feels. Continue to hinge forward. And then pick up your right leg up off of the floor. Your challenge this time to pick up your right hand up off of the floor and then meet your fingers interlaced underneath your right foot. Yep. Lower your right heel down again, tent out your fingers again, shift forward again so you're back onto your left toes. Okay. This is my forward, right? I'm gonna take this right leg instead of to my forward, all the way out to my left. Sit down. And then send this left foot in front of it. So, I'm a little bit more in this kind of hingy position now. Flex your right foot, and then let your left foot stomp firmly into the floor. I'm doing this little hingy movement here just to see if I can shift my body weight forward and lower. Shift my body weight forward, and this gives me an idea of where I want my left foot to be as well, and forward. Farther in, farther out, hinge, go. Shift, and return. This last one, let's hold it. So hinge, and see if you can grab your foot with your left hand, your right foot with your left hand. So you might find that you're maybe close to where you thought you needed your left foot to be, or maybe you make your adjustments and slide your right leg a little bit farther out to the left. Okay, my butt is now on the floor. I'm gonna hinge again, see if I can get it off of the floor, pick my right leg off of the floor, and here's our challenge. Take this right hand, which is bearing so much of my weight, and pick it off of the floor. So let's see how I do. Flex your right foot, right? Flex it so hard. So basically this is just to keep ourselves engaged. See if you might be able to then bring your right hand off of the floor. Maybe you reach for your right foot. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself for that. How'd it go for you? Let's switch the sides. Give it a quick shake. Actually, in addition to this, we're gonna come forward into a Sphinx real quick. I feel like we need it after all that compression. So find your standard Sphinx. Elbows in towards your hips. Press your hip points toward the floor. Strong through your legs. Press the tops of your feet down. Squeeze your blades, open your chest. And then keeping this arch mainly in your up back, right? Not letting it completely collapse into your low. Push into your palms. Any amount that helps you get a nice stretch through your hip flexors, and lower back down. And you might be like, Jen, I don't feel that much in my hip flexors at all. In which case you might try instead bending your legs up. And you might find it here, or you might try pushing into your palms with your legs bent. Good. And gently lower yourself down. Let's do the other side before I forget. All right, so push yourself up off of the floor. Let's find that little squatty position. And I'll be head on with you so we can see exactly what's happening, at least for the first couple. So we did right leg extended earlier. We'll do left leg extended. Actually, I'll do it the same direction, but you'll be able to see my sort of base foot this time. So let your left heel extend forward. And the first couple of things we're gonna do is just take this right hand to the outside of your left foot, and my left fingers are totally tenting, right? So I'm not using all of my balance, right? I'm definitely having some support here. And then see if you can drop your right heel down, and this should offer you a very good Achilles stretch already. And then see if you can pick your left foot up off of the floor, right? Nothing too crazy. Lower it back down, and then lift yourself back up. Okay, we're gonna change it. So your right hand is now on the arch side of your left foot. So still really getting a good hinge to avoid tipping backward. Drop your right heel down. So already you have a very highlighted Achilles. Pick up your left leg up off of the floor. And then your challenge then is to maintain your hinge, maintain your left leg up off of the floor, and see if you can move the tent of your left fingers into the interlace of your fingers together underneath your left foot. Very nice, very nice. Good. Lower it down. Lift yourself up. Good. We're gonna take this left leg and move it all the way out to this side. Sit yourself down. And then I'm gonna take this right foot and place it on top. So as much as you can get it, you're sort of moving into this 90-degree angle, sort of. All right, I'm gonna face you this way. And I like to just do a little bit of these hingy businesses so we can feel where we want our right foot to be. And this is a guesstimate. I feel like in the beginning, it's sort of just getting a gauge of what you think will work. And then in reality, we'll see what happens, and let's see if those add up and are in line with each other. Okay, so for the next one then, once you bring yourself forward, see if you might be able to take your right hand, reach for your left foot. I'm gonna go for the outside here. That feels like a meteor grip to me. All right, so already when you pick your leg up off of the floor, your right foot is flat, but you'll notice that you need a pretty deep hinge. And my weight, let's not lie, is very much on my left hand. So I know now that I need to start to shift and rely less on my left hand for this to all work out. I'm gonna take a break real quick. All right, so I kind of have a plan in motion, and we'll see how it goes execution-wise. And again, play around with what your positioning looks like, because sometimes it's just that like maneuver, like 1 inch this way, 1 inch that way, that will make a huge difference on your balance. So I'm gonna find that hinge again, pick my right leg or left leg off of the floor, and see if I can find that hinge so deep that I can start to untent these left fingers. It's a bit of a hinge, but a bit of like a contraction too. Woo. I'm gonna see if I can just find that positioning first, and then come up off my butt again. All right, hold right here. Hold for 4, I'm gonna try. Hold for 3, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do it. Hold for 2. Hold for 1, release, good. Ooh, that was a big one. I was unsuccessful on that side, but shake out your legs, do your thing. We're gonna try that once again. Now that we have our diagnostic, maybe our legs will be more willing. So let's quickly though find a Janu. So extend your left leg, press the sole of your right foot up against your left thigh. Let's face this left leg and just gentle hinge. Good. Come back up. And instead of this touching, we'll move this right knee out a little bit farther. Should feel open through your hips. Left arm inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Open up through your chest. Good. Gently come back up. All right, let's give it a whirl then. So send your right leg out to your left. Cross your left foot over. And we'll do it. So I'm gonna bring myself so forward that I'm gonna reach for my right foot, pick it up off of the floor. And then because this side for me was successful the first round, I'm gonna try to remember what details that I maybe neglected to find on that other side, which did not serve me, right? I couldn't find that balance. So I'm really finding a deep hinge here. And then with my right leg, I'm thinking almost a little bit of a teeter-totter, but huge heel extension, right? Huge energy out of my right heel. And I really am feeling my armpit up against my left leg quite a bit, so I don't know if this might help contribute to my balance on this side as well. All right, I'm noticing my left arm is pretty straight, but if I bend it, what happens? Let's see, I'm gonna bring my right hand over a little bit. Grab a hold. Woo! My butt's now on the floor. but we'll see what happens as I try to pick myself up again. Hold right here for 4, for 3. It's barely off, but it's there. 2, 1, release. It's like a barely there situation and a lot of hope involved, not gonna lie. All right, let's find Janu on the other side. Left foot sole against your right thigh. Flex your right foot square up, hinge. So I think the main thing, I felt like a lot of, I don't know if it was like leverage, my armpit against my knee, that felt like it was giving me a little bit more balance. I think that was kind of the bigger difference between the two sides. Let's open up this left knee a little bit farther. Right arm perpendicular to your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over, open your chest. Lengthen and open your chest. Good. And gently come back up. All right, I'm gonna keep the faith. Let's see what happens. Go left leg out to your right, right foot over. And I'm gonna see if I can find this hook. I really felt like my armpit up against my leg was quite helpful in this whole endeavor. And I also know that I need a deep, deep hinge. And instead of the outside of my left foot, I'm gonna go right away from my arch side so I don't have to do any kind of switching around here. Hinge forward, shift forward. So you can find that balance with your left leg up off of the floor. I'm gonna go for it here with my right leg slightly bent and with a deep, deep hinge. Let's see if I can walk my left hand over. Maybe it's not gonna work with my hand on the floor to start, so I'm gonna go this way, hinge, and see if I can push into my strong right leg, pick my left hip up off of the floor, hold for 4. Ooh, my butt's just not quite there. Hold for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2, hold for 1, release. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's also the strength of just your right leg hamstring and your glutes. So I feel like my right side is just slightly weaker, so this makes a little bit more sense. All right, let's find just Baddha Konasana nice and easy. Soles of your feet together, lift your chest up tall. And just like in the beginning, let's find a very mild forward fold. Extend your arms nice and long and give me a right and left nice and easy as well. See if in your right-left action you can find a little bit of length through your low back, but also a little bit of softness through your hips. Good. And gently lift yourself up. We're gonna close it and go the other direction. So with your legs, feet close, we'll let these legs fall over to our right hand side. Flex your feet, and we usually almost find like always do some sort of ab work here, but instead I want you to bring either your hands in front of you to give yourself some support and hinge, or you can bring your arms in front of you as well. I think this requires a bit more almost openness in your hips to fold with your arms in front. So if it feels more accessible to bring your hands back behind, this might offer you a better lift. And then what I want you to go for is just this stretch here on your left side hip as well, right? Just this closing internal rotation as opposed to the external rotation that we generally almost like focus on exclusively. Yeah. Good. Gently come up and then lean back, let your legs fall, your knees fall over to your left hand side. And it's interesting because I almost don't take this type of rotation that frequently. This feels almost slightly uncomfortable, right? Or unfamiliar, very foreign. Find that length in your front body and really allow yourself to hinge even in this place where it feels a little bit awkward or unfamiliar. You can also, again, try your arms in front of you. But for me, I feel like I'm just like surviving here with my arms in front, whereas arms behind, I have a little bit of a lift to tilt forward. Good. And then gently lift yourself up. Return, let these legs loosen up for a little bit. We'll move into one more thing. All right, fixed firm. So when you come up through kneeling position, allow your heels to just open up a little bit so you have enough space for your bottom to fit right through, right? Once your bottom is fit in between your two heels, you can settle yourself down there. You have heel, hip, hip, heel once again. And we usually go back, but I want us to go forward real quick. So you can just start to walk your hands forward as if you're doing like a child's pose, and see how this feels. As you extend your arms forward, sit your hips back. And then gently lift yourself up. Check. If your knees have separated, maybe bring them in a little bit closer. Your heels, still no gaps between your heels and your hips. Hands on your feet. Go back as much as your body allows you to go back. One elbow down, the other elbow down. Top of your head, back of your head. Good. Find that place. As you press your knees down, you should feel a really nice stretch through your quads, maybe your hip flexors. Good, and then use your hands to push, your elbows to push. Lift yourself up, good. And then from here, we'll just do one final thing. As you open up your knees, let yourself go forward into your normal child's pose. Open your chest. Good. Gently come back up. All right. So we're coming down just to like almost like a reverse table position, except we're not doing a reverse table. It just occurred to me that this is a great opportunity to work eagle on the floor, especially if that's something that when we hit eagle, it's like something that's always a little bit tricky to get your cross of your legs. So we'll start with your left leg pressed down into the floor like we have it, and we'll lift this right leg up, go for a cross of right thigh over your left thigh, and then we're gonna go for this cross right toes underneath your left calf. If this is always kind of that struggle to get when you're balancing, I want you to, from this place, just your cross of one cross, I want you to let your legs fall deliberately over to your left-hand side and then manually move your foot underneath. All right, I want it to be such that you are there and it feels relatively good. Yeah? Perfect. And we'll do just a spine twist here. So right hand close to the base, lift your left arm up, twist. Lift your chest up just like we did in the beginning. Twist a little bit deeper. Very nice. All right, gently undo. All right, we're gonna keep this twist and just move into twisted root balance. So it's just like your setup for your spine twist. This will be like the one slightly more aggressive thing that we'll do today. We'll do our normal that a lot of you have done before, which is simply being on your hands. The other option we'll do is doing asymmetrical, which you'll let me know if it's more accessible to you or less accessible to you. I think they're more challenging and less challenging for different reasons. So we'll start with our traditional. Really get that hook as much as you can of your left tricep, right? Left tricep. And if you need a manual assist, you're pushing your right hand into your right thigh and finding that place. Your biggest sort of hurdle to get across is pressing your palms down, lifting your butt up, right? So find that a couple of times. I'll try from different angles so you can see me a little bit better. Again, get your good tricep hook. That's gonna be your shelf. So shift your body weight forward, press into your feet to lift your butt up and find your arms, elbows bent, right? I think that's like the biggest thing just to get yourself lifted. So once you've gotten your bottom lifted, you wanna lean forward just a little bit, allow your hips to remain high, and then send your legs up a little bit higher. So I'm gonna change the angle for that so you can see as well. Okay, let's see if this works. So again, you want your left tricep, as much surface area as possible. Hands come down, not too wide now. Push, push. As you shift, 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 start to pick your legs up off of the floor. All right, gently release. Okay, so you try that, or if you're like, hey, that was feeling a little bit not super easy, I want to try something else, or my wrist doesn't feel good, I want you to try this asymmetrical. So the one with your tricep, your left tricep, which is against your right thigh, it'll still be your hand. It's your right forearm then that will be on the floor instead of your right hand. So once you have this cross, and by the way, if you don't like the two crosses for your setup of this posture, you can just let it be one and then do your second one once you're up in the air. I probably prefer to have the cross right away so I don't have this extra thing to do later on, but I think it's personal preference at the end of the day. So if you're coming down to your forearm, it's your left hand still, shift your body weight forward, and then pick your legs up off of the floor. So you're a little bit closer to the floor, but you have quite a bit more surface area touching the floor. So whichever one you want to do, go ahead and try again. I think the one with both hands on the floor will in some ways feel a little bit less steady because of your surface area situation. And with your forearm, you'll feel quite a bit more secure. You just have to be okay with your face being quite a bit closer to the floor. So whichever one you want to do, I'm going to do the forearm one once again. Biggest hurdle, getting your butt up, having that really big shelf of your left tricep. Shift and lift. All right, very nice. Let's switch out our sides. So hopefully you got a really nice right outer hip stretch in that eagle. We'll keep our right foot down this time. Take your left leg and cross it over. And this should be pretty casual. You want a big cross of your left leg over your right, just like you're hanging out with your friends for an afternoon coffee, right? And if this second cross, you're like, my toes just don't go underneath, I want you to deliberately move your knees out to the right, right? Especially you can do this also if you're sitting down on a chair, and then really hike your left leg all the way over and manually pull your left toes through and find that position. It might be a little bit awkward when you first start to do it, right? All of a sudden your legs are quite a bit more twisted than you have experienced before. But I just feel that if you work, we're moving into a spine twist, if you work this on the floor or in a seated position, like on when you're just sitting at your desk or whatever, when you try for it in your balance posture, your eagle posture, it should feel slightly more accessible or slightly more forgiving when you attempt it. Good. One more breath. Lift and twist. Very nice. So we're just going to do a couple of those just to get our butt up off of the floor. I'm going to move my legs here so you can kind of see what's going on. But I want to use my feet to help me propel hips up off of the floor. So once you have your really good shelf, your hands come down not too wide, shoulder width or so. You push into your palms, use your right toes to lift your hips up off of the floor. You want to start shifting from there. All right? So do that another time. Oftentimes when you're first doing this, it's your armpit that wants to slip out of place and you want to maintain that really strong shelf. All right, so shift and then move from there. All right, and it shouldn't be done like I just did. Mine was very like sloppy and I kind of hoped for it. It should be very much a controlled shift and lift, which I will deliberately do now. I don't know why I was doing that. It's better to do something nicely and correctly than sloppily, right? I should take my own advice. So once your hands come down, you lift your butt up off the floor. You want to deliberately shift forward, pick your legs up off the floor. It should never be a hope situation. If you are kind of jumping into it, it'll look like what I did before, which was like a very sloppy, and you'll just fall out of it right away because you're entering in it really quickly and hastily as well. So you want to shift and just think of this as a weightlessness, a lift of your legs, right? Shift of your weight into your arms and a shift of the weight out of your legs. So if you gave that a couple whirls and you're like, I just do not like this whole wrist business. I want you to try your forearms. So again, your right hand is still gonna be on the floor because that's your shelf of your right tricep. It's your left forearm that will hit the floor. And the only real difference, it'll feel more stable, which is great, but it might mentally feel not so comfortable because you're so close to the floor. So once again, once you have your stable base of your right hand, your right tricep, let your left forearm come down. You'll still need to lift your butt up off of the floor. And in that transition, you might have lost some of your shelf, but you still want to shift and lift. And then to me, because you have such a stable base of your forearm, like even if you lose some of your shelf, so I notice that when I start out, I'm like definitely aiming for the top part of my arm, my tricep, but it definitely slides, right? In the course of my twist, in the course of my lift of my hips, it definitely starts to slide down. And that's okay though, right? So long as you are, again, just shifting your weight, you should have just enough, so long as it's above your elbow, you should have just enough to lift yourself up. So I'm gonna do that forearm one, the asymmetrical one more time, but you pick your poison and see what works better for you. All right, maintain that contact best you can so there's less slippage each time. Press your right palm down. I'm gonna go for less slippage on my left forearm here. Shift, pick up these legs, maybe look toward these right leg or the right side. Yes. Nice. Good. Shake loose everything. Ooh, we're gonna find that Baddha Konasana one more time. My legs certainly feel like they've been worked out. We'll just do kind of these butterfly ins and outs just a couple of times. Loosen things up. Good. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And then close this up again. Straighten out your legs again. Shake loose again. Good. All right, just a quick hammy stretch. Inhale, arms go all the way up high, hinge. Inhale, open your chest, hinge. All right, gently come up. This is kind of weird, but let's twist facing this right hand side. Lift, and then find a gentle hinge for me. One more time. Inhale, lift, find a gentle hinge for me. Good, come back up. Twist over to your left. Go, lift yourself up tall, twist, and find that gentle hinge over. One more time, inhale, lift, hinge. Come back up. So nice, untwist, inhale, arms all the way up high. Cactus, lift your chest. Inhale, arms up. Good, bend your left arm, grab a hold of your left elbow, and then lean over to your right hand side, open your chest. Good, come back through center, switch it. Bend your right arm, grab a hold of your right elbow, lift, hinge over to your left. Feels good. Good, gently release. Take your right arm around your back. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, swing it over, drop your head over to your left. Good. Yes, and switch, release. Take your left arm, wrap it around your back. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lift, drop your head over to your right. Good, gently release. Loosen up your legs. They no longer need to be flexed or pointed, whatever feels comfortable. Take an inhale, arms go all the way up high toward the ceiling. Exhale, push it up, right, left, lower. One more time, inhale, arms go up high. Exhale, release your arms down, lower. So nice. I could barely get my legs to do anything at the end, so I don't mind that. Especially I haven't done my 1 mile run for today, so I still have that on the docket. But hopefully this gave us a little bit of stretchiness for our hips, outer sides, and also a little bit in our hamstrings. Always good to do some of that internal rotation that we don't often think about about doing, because we're always thinking about, open up your hips, external rotation, all that wonderful stuff. So hopefully this foreign feel helped to build some range of motion and hopefully gives us really good, looseness and range of motion for life in general. So let me know what you think. And of course, let me know what you want to see. If you're ever feeling kind of super tight in any particular area, we can focus on that for sure. All right, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. Tomorrow we are on for Speed It Up Sunday, so it's 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We'll go for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.